this is the summary. That basically what I want you to go away with the notion, yes, you can do that. The only thing that you need to learn how to apply tools and put them in one process. And more specifically, use not a problem, a trivial problem, solve the right problem. Right? Focus on functions, not the design components. Not like design is not important, but think about what does every component do. Resolve contradiction, not try to compromise. You know, optimization that we all like is a nice cover-up for compromise. Don't optimize, solve contradiction. Select evolutionary winners, not losers. It's very important when you bet on a product and technology to know which one has a higher probability to win in the marketplace. Use global knowledge, and global for us not geographical, but in terms of knowledge. And adapt existing solutions, not to invent them. Okay? Thank you. I have some toys, so later on I will give it to you to test your psychological inertia, your ability to break them.
Sam, thank you. Let's take a couple of questions. I know we're running late, but...
I can't believe in that. You're watching wrong.
There you go, that's the wrong problem.
Yes.
Yes.
I want to relate the first chart, the graph, which you showed, like out of 3,000 attempts,
Yeah.
one is a success. How do you relate that with the tool you have? I mean, like, should we apply those 3,000 attempts to this tool?
Oh, no. What I said was the reason why you have this is such a low betting average, because I'm not talking about that, what kind of parameters you try to improve. This is out of the structure, but you need to find right parameters to focus on. We call them main parameters value, the one that define purchasing decision, not nice to have. But if you solve the wrong problem from the very beginning, you're not going to be successful. If you develop a product and try to improve it that goes against the grain of technical evolution, along the way somebody will kill you. If you don't know how to solve contradiction, you will eventually hit the brick wall, because you get to the problem that you cannot solve, and you are at the dead end. So if you do everything right, your betting average will increase dramatically. Okay?
What's the difference or similarities between TRIZ and SIT? SIT?
First of all, what I was talked about is not TRIZ. Peter didn't know about this slide, so it's not a setup. So TRIZ was focusing on, did I solve the problem correctly? TRIZ was focusing on solving problem. Later on was, did I solve the right problem? And then did I solve it correctly? Different tools were developed. Then we started thinking about, have I developed a practical solution? Not just an idea, practical solution. And recently we started focusing on, am I focusing on the right parameters to focus? So SIT is actually a simplified set of trees. So it's a very simple, basic set of tools. Is it better than nothing? Absolutely. Is it powerful? Does it cover everything beyond this point? No. But thank you for asking this question, Peter.
Any other questions?
Yes.
Has anyone asked you to apply this to, the system that I think of when I think of this is not a physical system, but marketing channels. In other words, marketing channels have functional outputs, and if I came in late, I apologize.
Yeah, no, it's a question that everyone asks, and in a simple, I have two answers. Altshuler was a genius who intuitively felt that the world that we live in is designed on a system level. So it's a systematic. So he sensed this, but he projected this sense of a system onto a technical plane. And the reason why the majority of that has been used for technical, because in the technical field, we have evidences, we have patents, we have products. So we could really get a statistics, right? Plus, we could verify, is it working or not? So from this standpoint, applying this tool for technical system has reasons. It's science. Like a few years ago, big trees community started a big project. They said, look, when it all started, microelectronics didn't exist. Bioscience didn't exist. What if these approaches are not going to work for what we have in modern science? So they look at 100,000 patents in microelectronics and bioscience to see if you can apply these principles to these new areas. And it turned out you can. The reasons for that are twofold. First of all, as I mentioned a couple of times, some of the approaches kind of was too general, so I could fit anything. And secondly, because it does work. Now, answering your question, can you apply to marketing? Yes, you can. Some people apply to elections. Anything that allows you to think systematically helps. But do you have enough evidence that it will work? Do you have enough reasons it will work? I'm not sure. But it helps. Look, as I always say, but it's true, and jokingly, don't apply functional approach to everything. When I ask my wife what's the function of her hour 47 minutes conversation with her mother, I don't get a good answer, right? Even though the question is the right one.
Okay. Thank you very much. I think I've learned a lot today. I mean, it's very simple messages is what I got. I think behind the simple messages are a lot of theory, and how to do it is probably more difficult to actually do. I mean, I might be wrong, but I'm going to try and summarize what I learned today. I mean, too often we're focusing on the wrong problem. So just make sure you nail the right problem, and that's tough. So do that. Second one is there are lots of solutions out there. They already exist. Look for solutions which are outside. That's another fascinating thing. And then the third thing which I like was the trend. There is a trend going out there, and make sure you're actually lining up with the trends. And you may find a solution. If it doesn't matter with the trend, it's not going to work. So I think for me, the three great takeaways. So I did learn something. Thank you very much.